should be happening here. That's right. The live streaming is on. Can you believe it? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Stack Show. This is Bob.
Hey, everybody, this is Old Cooch.
Mangy Cooch.
Old Mangy Cooch.
Oh,
Ready to
mangy.
tell some jokes. I want to tell some jokes.
Sling a joke at us, Mangy Cooch.
Mangy Cooch. Well,
That sounds like one
all
of
right.
those Star Search names. Remember, on Star Search, there's a comedian called Geechee Guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, you're Mangy Cooch.
Yeah. Bottle Mink got ghosted by his own right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that was a joke? Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Maybe you should do another one.
I was going to say for Pablo, you Luen.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. How are you?
All right. How about that? How about that? Yeah.
How about that?
It's October.
I can't believe it. No.
Old Cooch.
It's October. It was October last week, too.
I want to write, Johnny. I want to read a poem I wrote about my dog called Old Cooch.
Old Cooch. Oh, wait, that's a poem about my wife.
I used to share a bed with Old Cooch. He was a funny kind of pooch.
Yeah. Keep going.
Whose blankets he would like to mooch.
Ah. There's got to be another one in there. Another line.
My wife once stole a finger of a Yeti and had it hidden up her spaghetti.
Her old Cooch.
I loved Old Cooch. I liked putting my hand on Old Cooch.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Although Old Cooch was a little stinky, I love that Old Cooch.
Yeah. You about done, Jimmy?
I kissed Old Cooch goodbye one night.
Mm-hmm.
And then he slowly closed up and went away. I never saw Old Cooch again.
There you go.
But I went out and got a puppy called Young Cooch.
Okay.
Now I got Young Cooch in my bed.
I took my royalties from It's a Wonderful Life.
The Flight of the Phoenix, Johnny. I wrote this while I was making Flight of the Phoenix with Ernest Borgnine and George Kennedy. I was making that movie.
There you go. Get out of my eyeballing seat.
Preacher, what are we going to do, preacher? Well, no, hold on now. Hold on now.
Oh, gosh.
I got Old Cooch on my right and Young Cooch on my left.
What has gotten into you tonight?
All right. Enough with Old Cooch.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just seemed funny. It seemed funny.
This actually is interesting in the whole rhyming thing.
This actually happened to me.
This actually.
Hey, MG.
It's Green Onions.
Yeah.
Well, it's Booker T.
There's Booker T and the MGs.
Yeah, and the MGs, yeah. So then your rhyming scheme with Old Cooch actually falls into my story a bit.
Oh, you got a story about Old Cooch, do you?
Oh, I don't have a story about Old Cooch, but I have a story about something that rhymes with Cooch.
What's that, Bob?
Well, so I was gone over the weekend, and you always give me a lot of issues here. So, but anyway, I was gone, and I have been going to Columbia, Missouri for like
Old
almost 30
Cooch,
years for various reasons, right?
right?
And I had a coworker a long time ago, like probably more than 20 years ago, tell me the best hamburger in Columbia is at a place called Booch's, which kind of rhymes with cooches. But anyway,
Was that your friend, Young Richard? You used to call him Young Dick. Remember?
no,
Okay.
this woman actually told me this.
Oh, the lady with the ping pong balls.
No, actually, I met her in Columbia.
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. So hamburger
Yeah,
joints, best hamburgers.
where she came up to me and told me about her
Mm-hmm.
prowess with her
Mm-hmm.
vajayjay and being able to
Mm-hmm.
hold insurmountable amounts of random items like Hot Wheel
Hot
cars,
Wheels. Yeah.
yeah, Hot Wheels and quarters and things. And I'm like, what? Um, no, so she was always like, "Oh, if you want a really good hamburger, you got to go to Booch's." And so I was there, and it was Saturday, and I'm like, "Okay, tonight's the night. I'm going to go to Booch's."
Yeah.
Now the problem with Booch's is it's in the downtown, which not compared to a lot of places, but in the downtown area, and there's no place to park. It's literally
It
just
was in,
on the walkway
was
there.
it was it in Spaghettiville?
No, it was in Columbia,
Oh yeah.
and so I drove around for like 10 minutes trying to find a place to park.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was just about ready to call it off. And lo and behold, the parking spot opened up for me about 2 blocks away. And I grabbed it and I walked on over to Booch's.
Sure.
Now, Booch's is in the most polite of terms, it's a dive bar.
Your favorite place. You
My
love that
favorite
place.
place.
You love.
It was hilarious because I had no idea. I knew it was a bar of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't realize, it's a really old bar. It says it was founded in 1884 or something.
Holy crap.
And so I go to Booch's and it's quite full. There's only probably about 15 tables.
Yeah.
And I got a table. I thought for a while that I was going to have to sit with somebody else because there's so few tables that somebody might just come sit with me, which would have not been cool. But
You don't like people.
yeah, I
Ooh.
don't. But it's full. It's a bar. It's loud, and so literally there's the bar, which is huge, and then
Yeah.
at the end of the bar, there's this guy making hamburgers on a griddle. But
His name was Old Cooch.
yeah, his name was Old Cooch, exactly. But I mean, I was just like, because I was looking around, because this place is like, like it's not very wide, right? It's super
Mm-hmm.
long, but not very wide. And I was looking around, like, where could they making the food? I was looking towards the back, and they had like 8 pool tables as well, which was kind of cool. But then I'm like, there, he's at the end of the bar. He's at the one end of the bar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so then this very nice young lady comes over to take my order, and she could tell. I mean, she's like, she just gives me one look, and she's like, "Have you ever been here?"
You're not getting a salad, are you?
She's like, "You ever been here?" I'm like, "No." And she goes, "It's cash only." I'm like, "Yeah, I got some
Oh,
cash, no problem, right?"
don't worry about it, honey. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
don't worry about it. Because I mean,
I'm
first thing she's worried about is this guy going to be able to pay.
What were you wearing? Something grungy or something? Like she's
No,
like,
I
no,
was
no.
I was dressed up. I was dressed nicely.
Was it your traditional fare that you like to wear? Your
Yes, it
khakis?
was. Yeah, but it's mostly like students and like locals, and so I
You
looked very out of place.
you are too fat and crippled to dine and dash.
She didn't worry about that. She just worried about me paying.
Yeah.
And so then, so I'm like, I go, yeah, I've got cash. And she's like, well, what do you want? And I go, well, I want a hamburger. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, okay. And I go, do you have fries? She's like, no, we got chips. I'm like, okay, well, I'll take some chips. And then she goes, have you seen the hamburgers? I'm like, no. She's like, you might want two.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, give me two.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know if that was a judgment call on how, that I eat two or what the deal was.
Make that 3. This fat bastard's gonna down
Yeah.
it.
So I go, yeah, okay, give me two.
I'm down with it. Let's go. I'm down.
Let's go. Right. So I mean, hopefully they're really good. I've heard they're really good. She wanders off, and I guess puts in the slip with the guy at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
And she comes back with my drink and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there waiting. I'm watching. They have football games going and whatnot. I'm watching college football or something and everything. And just it took a while. I mean, this is not McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they got to fry that up.
This is handcrafted by some guy. I can see him at this point over there.
Old Cooch. Rolled it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And so so then I'm just sitting around, looking around. I took a few pictures and sent them to you because they had like some signs about, unattended children and sniveling, and I thought that was funny. And then she comes out with my 2 hamburgers.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
And so I'm like, I was like, oh, I'm sure, this is the kind of place to have like a paper plate or something, which is fine.
Right.
She literally comes out holding my 2 hamburgers in her hands, one in each hand.
Oh, God.
And there's a little square that's not even as big as the hamburger of wax paper.
What?
On the bottom.
What?
This is the serving, right? The serving is a piece of wax paper that I am guessing was the wax paper that they smashed the hamburger with.
Yeah.
And then she sets them on this. All the tables are like ancient. And she sets it down on the table, kind of askew on the wax paper.
This filthy table.
This 1800s table that I'm sure has been puked on because it's a bar.
Someone's probably been banged on that table.
I bet there's been some kind of mangy cooch on there.
Old Cooch.
And she sets him down. I'm just like, this is so wild. Now, I really wasn't. I was looking around, but I hadn't noticed everybody else eating. They were eating, but they ate them really fast, I guess, because I didn't even notice that there wasn't like any kind of, plates.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she sets them down and I'm like, okay, one in Rome. So, but I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're ever in Colombia, it is a good damn hamburger.
That's the best Cooch I ever tasted.
That's the best Booch's hamburger I've ever had.
I mean Booch, not Cooch. I mean Booch. Sorry.
It was really good. I was like, well, I had 2 of them.
Booches.
Yeah, but
were they like really big? Were they big?
No, they weren't. They were kind of like what you'd probably make at home,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know if it was the grease from the 1800s or what the deal was, but it tasted pretty darn good.
That was good. With your chips, your bag of chips.
With my bag of chips, yeah. Which again, just open them up or whatever. But yeah.
Your Pepsi, no Coke. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say it was like Billy Goat Tavern, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what it sounds like.
Exactly. I was just like, oh my gosh. And and on the dirty table. And so far so good. My stomach is held up. That was Saturday, so I haven't had
right.
But it was an incredibly enjoyable hamburger.
Yeah.
And so I would recommend any old coot go down to Booch's.
There you go, man. 2-fisted eater right there, Bob.
Yeah, really good. Now after that, because of last week's incident, there happened to be a few doors down a place called Silver Ball. And I thought it would only be appropriate for me to go to an arcade without you.
Yeah.
Because it was so close. And so I did.
Yep.
But this arcade was not like the one that you went to. So I go into the arcade. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were going to interject some humor there.
No, try not to sneeze. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I go in there and I walk like past the door, and like the first few steps past the door, my feet are sticking to the floor.
Oh, that's a good place. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm looking around, to see if there's any pinball machines. It's called Silver Ball, for fuck's sake. You see the pinball machine out front, but there's not. Yeah. It's like there's like the Dance Dance Revolution and a giant Space Invaders and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking around, and then they had an upstairs as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I'm sticking to the floor.
It's not like a porn place, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm getting to that though. So I'm looking around, and they have like, it's an old building because it's along the same row of buildings as Booch's, so it's really old. And I'm sticking to the floor, and then I'm like, I don't see anything. I found a Galaga machine and a Miss Pac-Man in the back. And I don't see any pinball machines. So I walk over, and they literally had a whole wall of those frozen drink dispensers.
Yeah.
Like Mardi Gras kind of blueberry chill and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm walking on. I'm walking on basically it's all slushy under my feet. And I asked this lady, I like, do you guys got any pinball machines? She's like, yeah, I think there's some upstairs. I think you can play them for free.
Ding, 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 ding.
I don't know. Yeah. All she was doing was she was just this hot young gal dispensing giant frozen margaritas and stuff.
Mindy Kahn.
No, she wasn't Mindy Kahn. Yeah.
Was there a
she was Hak Tui too, the brunette version.
Oh, all right. Yeah, go on.
So I go upstairs, and sure enough, there's 5 pinball machines over on one side, but they were not free, unfortunately. I had to purchase a card, and then I got to play, and I played.
Yeah.
I played several and basically took pictures and sent them to you as a big FU for you last week.
Oh, man.
Upstairs was all sticky as well. I'm like, this place was worse than a movie theater. I'm like, I could have lost a shoe, for Christ's sake. It was lucky I was wearing like real shoes. Most of the time I run around in sandals, and like, if I was wearing my sandals, I would have just lost one because it was so fucking sticky.
Oh, man.
I was like, I could have just walked right out of it. You know what I mean? I would have been like T2, the Terminator when you start getting frozen.
So you're walking to your car, you're making all this noise.
Well, luckily it was a few blocks away, so I kind of wore off all the stickiness on the sidewalk.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. but believe me, this was early too. This was probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock or something.
Was anyone in there?
Yeah, it was already got people. They were all hipping and hollering and screaming and dumping slushy everywhere. And then here I am.
Uncle Fester walking around.
These one guys were holding court up at the other end of the pinball area.
No, jeez.
But I played a few pinball games. I did all right. So,
You did okay.
Yeah, and I took pictures just to spite you and sent them to you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not only did I have a great hamburger, mind you, on a 140-year-old table.
Yeah.
Still, great hamburger. And I got to play some pinball. Yeah.
Yeah, at least when I showed you where I ate, you're all like, I hope you had a salad or something. I'm like, you're a freaking jerk, man. You are a freaking jerk. Give me all this crap about what I'm eating. This looks
Well, it's
healthy
because
to me.
you always are overdoing it. You're constantly overdoing it.
When have I ever overdone anything?
Talk to your doctor. He'll
I
tell
don't.
you.
Oh, he just poo-poos everything away. I say, like,
That's
nah,
what I'm saying. There's a reason for that. The guy doesn't enjoy that. He's doing it for a reason.
like I'm having like daily chest pains. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
you know.
you had that big pork sandwich the other day.
If you only listen to your friend.
That's right. You ever have a salad?
Fucking salads.
So, what's going on with you, my friend? Besides your mangy cooch.
So I had a salad, and no.
Oh, did you?
No, come on.
Okay.
You know, I really didn't buy into conspiracy theories up until a few years ago when we were doing this podcast, and
Did I say something?
Like reality, isn't what it appears to be, kind of thing.
I always tell you that. I'm like, you got to pay attention. Everything's crazy.
I know, but because like, for instance, like we both separately have been to Van Meter, Iowa.
Yeah.
Which was like the home of some crazy flying
Van Meter visitor. Correct.
Something. Yeah. And, people were acting weird around you, and they certainly were acting weird around me.
Yeah. Well,
and then
with you, it's normal. That's their behavior. With me, it's
I mean, yeah, but and then this summer I went to that graveyard in Des Moines.
Oh yeah, they were
trying to locate the members of Slipknot. And,
right.
I was.
What's their big song, Slipknot?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you Slipknot song.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
I don't know. I just no. So I was anyway. This weekend I was back by Quincy doing some stuff. Let's just say.
Yeah.
And, I had read that someone famous was buried down there. I go, oh, okay, all right.
Oh yeah, and, you can't pass up seeing famous people's dead graves.
Well, yeah, I was seeing if people left money there by the grave, so I could pick it up.
That's right. The conspiracy theory is Miles Tyler saying leave, Sacagawea dollars on graves for good luck.
I throw it up there. I throw it up. I throw the money up in the air. I go, whatever God wants, He'll keep. I throw it up. So.
Gotcha.
And I consulted Find a Grave, which I find very reliable to some extent.
Really? Yeah, that's a good one.
And
Find a Grave. This is a hobby. Find a Grave. Okay.
Once again, it's fun. It's free. And
people don't mind. They're not going to be mad at me for stopping.
They ain't going to care what time you show up. They don't care. And
when you're outdoors, there's always a bathroom.
We're not talking about a lot of stuff.
There's that movie called I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got one called
I Whizzed on Your Grave. Yeah, I whizzed on your grave. Yeah. I had to go. I'm sorry. I did do that. I'm sorry. I did do that in downstate Illinois. I regret doing that, though. That was not very nice. So
yeah.
So I pull in. I see this cemetery is like 10 times bigger than what I thought it was. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't give any directions. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. I don't
think
I think they do that on purpose. This is another conspiracy. I think they are vague in cemeteries on purpose.
I think so. Yes.
They don't want a lot of desecration. You know what I mean? Because you're related. You don't need.
I know.
There's
so many graves. It's like, oh shit! I'm like so overwhelmed. I could hear this music. I'm looking for Arch Stanton. And Clint Eastwood reference, if you know that. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's no effing way. There's no effing way in one day I can go through this whole effing, thing,
Right.
And I go, oh, wait a minute. Okay, there is a car here, and there's at this like metal building. I go, this could be the sexton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I pull up, and I see a light in there. I go, oh, okay, problem solved, because all these guys know everything, right?
Okay, unless they're just out there making meth.
Well, yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Hello, hey.
Right.
And this guy, I mean, this has got to be some relation to you. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, boy, what do you want? Hey, listen, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I'm trying to find, Joseph Horowitz. Now, well, can you tell me where he's at? And,
Was it
no,
who's Joseph Horowitz?
no, I will reveal the name at the end. So anyway,
Oh, okay. I thought isn't Jerry Lewis's name something like that?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, what?
What?
And so I explained, okay, this guy was on TV and he was somewhat, huh? Okay, there's an actor on Find a Grave. Oh, yeah. A lot of people come here looking for him. Yeah, he ain't here.
Oh, he ain't here.
What do you mean he's not here? No, he ain't here.
Find the Grave says he's here, but he's not.
Oh, here. No, he is not. He is not there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I go, well, where the F is he? I don't know.
Did you really say that?
No,
you're telling me that the internet has got things that aren't true on it?
I've seen Motel Hell a couple times. I was not going to screw with this guy. I'm like, no.
Farmer Vincent's fritters.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way I'm joking around with this guy. I'm like, well, here, I'm going to show you. This is called the internet. This is a phone. I'm going to show you something. Come here.
You're teaching, yeah.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
You got magic people in that black box, don't you? And I was like, okay, here's this thing called Find a Grave. It's a little complicated, I know, but here's the guy's picture. Oh, yes. A lot of people came looking for that fella. You can't find him.
Can't find him.
Maybe some of his family's here, but he ain't here.
Interesting.
People have asked me, and he is not here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this guy's got an iPad sitting on the table with Find a Grave pulled up.
Yeah.
And you're like too dumb to notice.
Yeah, this guy's deleting, pictures off it.
That's right.
I go, listen, I don't mean to insult you, sir, and I'm not calling you a liar. But if you could just point me as to where you think his family might be.
Yeah, where the other dead Horowitzes are.
Could you please point me that direction? He goes, oh, you want to go all the way to the back.
Yeah.
You see them two winged white angels way in the back? No. Well, look real hard, fat boy. There's two winged angels. You see? Oh, yeah. That's the different denominational people.
He didn't say anything about Ned Beatty, did he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, boy, take that trail. Don't get off that trail. Just go straight down.
Go straight back.
Right. I'm like, okay, all right.
Go back past the caged animals and
yeah. Don't be looking at nothing now. Just keep your eyes on that road. Don't be yelling Beetlejuice out the car or nothing. And I'm like, okay, Bob. I mean, sir, I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, this has got to be Bob Lament's family. This is 100%.
Yeah. Sounds just like us.
Oh, I get like the final. It sounds like one of those, horror movies, because at the end he's like, well, if you find them, let me know. I'm like, this sounds like one of those horror movies, I wouldn't go down that road, but if you find the boogie monster, let me know. I'm like, all right, okay. I get in the family truckster. I go down there and I go past the two freaking white angels.
Wow.
And I jump out, of the Vega. I jump out of the Vega and I start looking around. I'm like, man. It's just big enough to be like, shit, this thing's just a little bit too big. Shit.
Yeah.
Walk around. No. And there's a very small section, in the very, very back, and that's where this guy's sister is buried.
Oh, so he really wasn't there?
No.
I thought this was going to be another one of those things where people are like, no, there's not there. And then you find it.
I was so hoping, because I wanted to go back and say, you fucking liar.
So his sister was there. Well, maybe he was an early adopter of gender changing.
I don't know. So
maybe that's actually him and not his sister.
Well, I don't know, because then I start Googling stuff. It's like, well, maybe he was cremated. Like,
Maybe you were stomping on his ashes.
I don't know. Maybe he was spread. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I came away empty-handed. I was really like, wow,
So
man.
who are you trying to find? Are you going to tell us or no?
I'm good because I know you. You enjoy stars. You like watching movies and TV.
Yeah.
And if you remember the show Frasier.
Yes.
The dad.
Right.
Martin Frasier, I
think. His dad's name was Martin. Yeah.
He had a little dog, Eddie.
Yeah. John Mahoney.
John Mahoney, yes, would be the name. So John Mahoney.
John Mahoney. I remember him.
Could not find the gentleman's grave. I tried. I looked.
Sister? What was his sister's name?
Mrs. Mahoney.
Miss
Vera Jones. Vera Jones.
Okay. I'll have to take your word for it. I'm not looking it up.
No, it's like don't. Because it ain't going to exist because I deleted it all.
In the world would you be looking for just because he's close by? Did you go point me in the direction of a dead celebrity from here?
I was on a road trip.
I'm just saying, why would you be like looking for John Mahoney? Or you found that he was supposedly close by, and so you're like,
no, it's just I started watching this kooky guy on YouTube. I'm telling you, he's inspired me to go do this, man. I'm just like,
what's his name?
Ron. I don't know his name. Ron from Faces of Forgotten.
Oh, Faces of Forgotten. That's right. You've told me about this. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cool dude. He's got a cool show. I watch it all the time. I'm like, man, I could do this show. Damn it.
So he went and saw John Mahoney.
No, he didn't. No, he did not. He did not. He doesn't necessarily see like.
I'm trying to figure out where John Mahoney fits into this kooky ass story. What inspires you to go try to find John Mahoney?
I have no life. Okay, I had to do an errand.
Was this after you watched the softcore porno?
Yes, yes, I did watch. Well, I don't. The actress that was in it, I don't think she recalls it that, but
okay.
So
you're like, right. This has really gotten me in the mood to find John Mahoney's grave.
Those two things aren't really related. I mean, I'm really sorry I told you about the first thing now because
nothing like a good Skinamax flick to get you in the mood to go find a dead father from Frasier.
That was a different story I told you off the air, where I follow an actress on the social medias that I have met, that is still alive, by the way. And she always alludes to this certain movie she was in. And I thought, oh, okay, well, what's this about?
Oh, hey, I could watch this.
Yeah, I did.
And you did.
I watched about half an hour of it. Yeah.
I was just saying, you didn't make it through the whole movie, but
no, I pulled a lament. I'm like,
now I'm gonna go watch Faces of the Forgotten and dream of John Mahoney.
Yeah. So that's what I do. Yeah.
That's the part I still don't get how you.
They're not really linked together. They're not really linked together. See, that's the weird part.
Where's the conspiracy? The conspiracy is because the guy said he's not here.
Yeah, your cousin who is the sexton of the freaking cemetery.
Okay.
I have no idea if he's telling me the truth or not.
Yeah, you may have been like John Mahoney may have been behind you.
He might be laughing his ass off right now.
He didn't. You just didn't even look over there. Yeah.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe it's like a whole Jim Morrison thing.
Did you see a little dog running around?
This jackass goes to Jim Morrison's grave. Everyone thinks he's fucking cool. I try to find John Mahoney, and I'm some fucking weirdo. Yeah, sorry, man.
I think there's a difference.
Sorry, I didn't have $10,000 a Friday. Go to Paris for a week, and eat prawns and all the crap you did.
I didn't eat no prawns. I did go to Morrison's grave, and
he doesn't deny the $10,000. So yeah.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not denying.
I didn't, get to go on a cruise where my wife got to tell off all the foreigners, that were in her way. I didn't.
Yeah, that was that. I did go see Morrison's grave, and there was a Dutch guy pouring alcohol on the ground by it.
But did I call you a weirdo? Did I call you a weirdo
Riders
for
on the
wanting to see
Storm
it?
while I was there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Did
you
I
did.
call
I
you?
think you did call me. Well, no,
No.
you did call me
No, I
weirdo
didn't.
because there was people making out in the cemetery.
I just thought that, well, yeah, you were watching them and like, you know, I think you were playing a little pants puppet doing it, but you know.
I saw Chopin as well. I saw his grave. So,
well, no one calls you a weirdo for, you know.
because it's culture. It's in Paris. It's not in the middle of fucking nowhere looking for John freaking Mahoney.
Okay, that's the difference of our budgets. Okay, do you see the budget difference? Okay, Bob Lament, Paris, Jim Morrison's grave, Miles Title, just a few notches away from food stamps, John Mahoney, Illinois. You know,
you should have looked for the beat up lazy boy. That would have been a dead giveaway.
I know. Do you not see it was the word disparity? I don't know what it's called.
Discrepancy, disparity.
I don't. Yeah, disparity. I don't know what he's even called. I'm just like,
I'm even throwing out $10 words. Fuck that.
If people can just like, I know you're heightened fluent words that I don't even know, you know, and no, I mean, I just want people to draw a picture in their head, like, oh wow, one guy got to go to Paris and see Chopin and Jim Morrison, and the other guy had to hustle something to get gas money to go see some forgotten actor.
He's hustling BJ's down at the BP.
Yeah, just to get his gas money to go see the John Mahoney's. Sorry, you know, I'm going to save up my money. Okay, I'll play the lottery every day. So I can fly to Paris also. Go see Chopin and freaking Marcel Marceau. And
I hope you get Paris money. I wish for you to get Paris money.
Go see the grave of, you know, Gerard Depardieu. And
Gerard Depardieu. Mon ami. Yeah, we had a crazy Uber driver there too. She drove like a maniac.
Hey man, I could stay in and watch a couple people screw in the graveyard like you did, you know. Like, oh.
Yeah, they went into a stall.
Well, I paid money for it. So.
It was you're in Paris. I mean, come on.
I paid a lot of money to go to Paris, so I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to watch this.
Get the peep show at the graveyard.
Well, you know, two birds.
All you got to do is watch what?
Two birds, one stone.
You watched Chuck in the pole barn eating watermelon, spitting seeds, and telling
that was my porn. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was food porn. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know you know you're all in on that one. That's
I know. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the weird one. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's
sorry.
True.
Put $10,000 in my vacation budget. Yeah, I'll go to Paris. Yeah. I don't...
This much is true. This much is true. I know. This much is true. With a thrill in his hand and a pill on his tongue. Anyway, are you still there, MG? Do you want to contribute anything this week? I think he said he had to go, but I don't know if he's still there or not. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds, MG, and then we're calling it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, drifting